Yo, we out of traffic, man. No more Black Tears podcast. Caesar C's, man. What we got up tonight?
NLBT Radio with me. We got a special guest, man.
Short Dog, man. Introduce yourself.
My name's Short from all the way from Jacksonville, Florida. Glad to be here.
Okay, Duval in the house. Regular crew in the building, man. Let's just go ahead and get it started, man. This week in sports, man. NFL news that's really not fucking NFL news. Eagles linebacker Terrell Lewis caught on video running off, not the plug.
Yeah, she had a plug in her booty, I think. So I think
running off on a pro, man. Well, she was a pro technically, the way she caught up to the nigga, but basically ran off, not paying for some pussy, man. It looked like a fake video to me. We talked about it, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, man. If it's real, nigga, be ashamed of yourself, nigga. You in the NFL, you got plenty of money, nigga. Where that pussy in that video could not have cost no more than $1,000. I ain't gonna lie. In the CSRA, man, pussy go for the 40, man. But I know that pussy couldn't cost no more than $1,000. Now, if it was fake, bro, come on, bro. You grown, man. Do better, bro. Stop doing this shit. If I was Eagles, I don't even know who this nigga is, to be honest, Rose. So if I was Eagles, nigga, you cut.
Yeah, man. He from Alabama, so he prone to do some dumb stuff like that. So either way, it was dumb. I don't know what he was thinking, and I don't know what was going on with it. But either way, it was dumb, and that's all I got to say about it, man.
I mean, the reason it was so funny to me though, because they played the clip and then they played his NFL Combine 40-yard dash, and I'm like, well, damn. If this nigga take off down the hallway and this bitch catch him that quick, well, shit, we need to start. I guess it's like the Boondocks, hoes run fast.
We need to go to the LA streets, the Vegas streets, and start finding some of these streetwalkers and have them play on the kickoff. That's what you're saying?
Basically.
Yeah, they on the strip, man. They working out all day. So, man, I can see it happening.
Yeah, man, moving on, man. NBA news, man. J.J. Redick is now the coach of the Lakers, man. So we got two Lakers fans in it. I'm going to go ahead and pass the mic to y'all, man.
Yo, this is crazy, man. It's crazy that J.J. Redick is only 100 and something days older than LeBron. He finna coach that nigga. Bro, we don't see shit like this normally, man. And this nigga this nigga ain't coach high school. He ain't coach middle school. He coached Little League, basically. And now
he ain't even coach Little League.
Now he's a coach of the Los Angeles fucking Lakers. Man, all I can say, JJ, you smart, man. I hope you do a good job. Hey, LeBron, you gotta stay now, bro. Because if you leave, Jeannie Burst, Rob Pelinka, y'all trash.
Yeah, that would be so funny, Bubba Dub. if he did leave and go somewhere else after that.
And if y'all draft Bronny, so this nigga LeBron swindled you into signing his homeboy JJ, paying him $8 million a year with no experience, and drafting his son. And LeBron say, you know what? Hey, I'm gonna leave you though.
Man, so JJ Redick, man, he gonna have Coach K not on the bench but in his ear. So that's what he told them when he got the job. He said, hey, man, I know I ain't never coached before, but Coach K said, man, he going to be in my earpiece. So it's not really going to be me coaching. It's going to be Coach K coaching. So that's how he got the job. You know, so that's inside information, man, from No More Black Tears podcast.
I mean, as far as an analyst, he does seem to have a good basketball IQ, but I don't know if that's going to translate to a good coach. We'll see. On another note, we got Monty Williams coaching for.
You got something on the short?
Got something on it. Well, J.J. Redick did question Kendrick Perkins on. Kendrick Perkins said that the only reason why Nikola Jokic was MVP was because he was white.
He's not even white. Well, I guess he is white. His skin is white.
White, but he ain't white.
Mm-hmm.
But J.J. Redick said, well, it's not just because he's white, because the guy's talented.
Yeah, he's the best player in the world.
Right. So what? A lot of times when you have former players that turn into coaches, it doesn't always pan out. The Darvin Hams of the world and those guys like that.
That pan out. He took us to this conference championship last year, and we won the championship this year.
Well, it doesn't always pan out. Well, what I'm saying is they're quick to toss him.
Because he's black. They ain't quit to talk to white boys. Look, I think Luke Walton coached maybe 3 years.
Kerr, guys like that. But I just believe they're going to be quick to toss JJ Redick, and I don't think LeBron's coming back. He wants to play for his son, but yeah, they're going to toss him quick.
He'll be back.
Talking about getting the toss.
Yep. And then we got another one. We got Monty Williams, man, from the Detroit Pistons, man. It's kind of fucked up how they did him because he came back. Then his wife had cancer or something like that.
That was a couple of years ago, man. But man, forget all that, man.
Detroit.
That man getting $65 million. So they fired him. Yeah, okay.
They still owe him.
Yeah, they still owe him $65 million. So he gonna be straight. I don't feel sorry for him at all. And also, when you got the NBA record for that many losses in a row, it don't matter who you is.
You getting fired. Shit.
Hey, but the way they did it, Detroit Pistons, Detroit basketball. What are y'all doing? Who else are y'all gonna hire? Who else are y'all gonna hire? Y'all should just kept him, paid him his money, but now y'all gotta pay him $65 million to sit at the crib. Hey, I don't feel sorry for him, but Detroit basketball, man, y'all suck. Y'all been sucking ever since y'all drafted Darko Milicic.
Oh yeah.
Man, I'm gonna keep it real, man. He ain't gonna be out of a job long because one of the three things gonna happen. Next year, he's gonna become a head coach somewhere, which is most likely gonna happen because Monty's that fucking good of a head coach. 2,
He's that good of a person. I don't know about a head coach.
nah, because look what he did with the Suns, and he had the Pelicans looking right. They remember that Pelican squad beat that Blazers squad. That
They were stacked too.
Hey, I'm just saying they wasn't doing shit to Monty out there. 2, if you don't become a head coach, guess what? JJ probably gonna call him, and who better to have on your bench as a coach than someone like Monty Williams?
I gotta agree with you.
And then 3, like you said, he getting $65 million no matter what. Man, he might get one of these little TV jobs the next couple months and sit on TV like Bill Belichick gonna do. So, hey man, hey Monty Williams, keep doing your thing, man. Pistons, I don't know who the fuck y'all gonna hire. Y'all lost how many losses in a row?
28.
28. Like y'all probably gonna be worse. Y'all probably gonna be even worse next year because Monty's a good coach, and when he got out of that bullshit team, and I was ready to give him coach of the year because that team was trash. Nigga, can y'all even name a nigga on the Pistons right now? Besides Jay Cunningham. Besides Cunningham, nigga.
Don't nobody even know who that is.
Exactly. you see how that nigga was ready for that? He was like, I was like, nah, stop.
He must have looked him up before the fire started. Don't nobody even know him. I know they got one of the twins.
NCAA.
I know they got one.
He's a fan of sorry team, so I understand. Everybody can't be fortunate like you and me, Jose, to root for teams that always win championships.
Always?
Man,
it's been a long time.
I think I never mind. I ain't gonna go there.
It's been a long time, man.
Nah, not too long, man. We going in the bubble, man. That was like 3 years ago.
Man, we won a championship this year. What you talking about?
Yeah, we won that in-season tournament.
But yeah, moving on, more NBA news, man. We got Malik Monk signing again with the Sacramento Kings. And then we also have Caruso coming from the Bulls going to the Oklahoma City Thunder, and they're trading off Giddey.
Yo, man, this was a great trade for both teams. The Bulls need a point guard like Giddey because he can do everything. He can get to the paint. He's a great facilitator. He can rebound. I want to say like he was like top 2 or 3 in triple doubles at the age he's at now, only behind Magic Johnson. So I like Josh Giddey. Do your thing with the Bulls, but OKC, y'all needed this. As a Lakers fan, I know what Caruso can do, bro. Austin Reeves is like, I say he probably like the poor man's version of Caruso. Because I think Caruso's a way better defender than him. We just talked about how that Pistons team was fucked up because they had nothing but centers on the first team. Well, guess what? Caruso was on the second team. He should have been on that first team. Like, he was that good this year defensively. So now, guess what? Y'all got somebody that you can say, hey, guard Kyrie. Get on Luka for a couple plays. And he can shoot the 3-ball pretty well. And he can actually attack the paint. Because when he was in LA, he developed his handle just good enough to get to the paint. So now you got another ball handle. So this was a great trade for them. As far as Malik Monk, and I'm proud of you, bro. You came in the league, man. People thought you was going to be good. You kind of struggled at first. Last season, you put it all together. You hit the 3-ball well. I think he averaged 15 to 17 points last season. Hey, man. Hey, Malik Monk, do your thing. The Kings, y'all a young, nice team. Keep building that team up with players like Malik Monk and my boy Fox.
Fox a monster.
Yeah, man. I think the Caruso and Giddey trade might go down in history I think this might be the first time, and it might be the only time that it was a white boy for white boy getting traded straight up.
Go there.
Straight up.
Racial.
So I don't know when the last time that happened. This might
It's the best time, and it's never going to happen again, probably. Unless Luka get traded for Doncic.
and the thing about it is like, hold on now. So, and y'all do this on Juneteenth?
Yo,
Yeah,
hey, Dr. Umar Johnson somewhere like, I think it's white people. I think it's white people.
definitely white folk. Definitely white folk.
So, yeah, I had to scratch my head on that one, but I like the trade. Caruso, my boy, man, he got me a ring. So, man, Caruso, my boy. Shout out to Caruso. Shout out to Giddy, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep getting that young cat, but not too young.
And there's plenty of young hoes in Chicago.
Yeah.
Sure, man. You got anything?
Well, I like Caruso is a solid player. That's his hands down. So wherever he goes is good. If he's going to OKC, they're going to be even better. Giddy, they say it's a child predator.
Damn.
I don't know anything about it. You
Man,
know?
he going to Chicago. That's where R. Kelly from.
Yeah, that's R. Kelly, so he fits right in. But hey, look, you know Malik Monk though, he's solid. He's solid. Don't do any fan duels on him. Don't do any bets on him. He'll lose you some money. But as far as his talent,
Nigga, you sound hit.
I got hit by Malik Monk a few times. But Malik Monk is solid. I will vouch for him. That's all I got.
And then, man, running back too, we forgot to talk about the NBA Finals. So, I'll let
Okay.
everybody else talk, man.
Hey,
Shout out to the down south Georgia boy.
MGH and TTK can vouch for this. I said this over a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago. I was like, the only two teams in the West that I thought could beat the Celtics was the T-Wolves and the Nuggets. I felt like if they would have faced the Celtics, they would beat the fuck out of the Celtics. Hey, since they didn't make it, the Celtics won. I knew it 2 months ago, y'all. This team was just too good, too talented, top and bottom, too many pieces. Jason Tatum was supposed to be the best player, but Jaylen Brown's really the best goddamn player.
Jason Kidd told you.
Hey, man. Hey, Jason Kidd said it, man. Hey, Porzingis came back. Porzingis didn't even play the whole series. He played 2.5 games, and they won in 5. Because that first game, he was like, I gave you guys work. I'm going to rest for the next couple games. And he did what he had to do. Drew Holiday, yo, I'm just so proud of that man, bro. I've been fucking with Drew Holiday since he was in Philly. He's been the best defensive point guard in the league for the last 8 years. So, hey, that just shows, man, Milwaukee, you fucked up. Because when I made that trade for Dame, that was the only issue I had. I wish I could have kept Drew and got rid of that bitch nigga Chris Middleton. That old-ass looking nigga. That nigga like 27 years old. He looked older than his father, bro. Get that nigga off the team, bro. That nigga sorry. Hey, man, and last but not least, but I said this last week, man. Shout out to Al Horford again, man. Hey, man, ride for the Hawks all day. We drafted in 2008, man. It's good to see you got a ring, man. You Dominican Republic, man. Keep doing your thing. I just saw a video of him at Raising Cane's, bro. Working at Raising Cane's.
Al Horford is not from Atlanta.
I never hated Raising Cane's.
But he repped the city, though, when he was there, man. He was the best player on that Hawks team
Man,
from 2008 all the way to like 2012, 14 when he
says a
left.
lot.
Man, no.
And that team had Joe Johnson. And when you look at the numbers, Al Horford played better than Joe Johnson in the playoffs.
We should not be mentioning Al Horford name if he doesn't play for the Hawks. He played for Florida Gators.
Hey,
we don't do nothing
You know
Florida
how
Gators.
Deion Sanders all the time?
Nah.
So what's a Falcon? Always a fucking Falcon.
Nah.
Nigga, once you
He
fly
ain't
with them
play-
birds,
he ain't
nigga, once
play
you
for
fly with them
Falcons.
birds, nigga, you always fly with them birds.
All right, whatever. Man. Shout out to down south Georgia boy, Jaylen Brown. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Drew Holiday. He got another chip to go with his cracker. So
Hey man, how many of y'all knew he had a white bitch on his arm?
I ain't know, man. I really ain't know, bro.
To be fair, she's a professional soccer player though.
So shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jalen Tatum. I mean Jason Tatum. You know what I'm saying?
The second best player
He
on
was
the team.
he was trying too hard. He was
Hey yo, bro, in game 5, y'all saw how Jason Tatum was trying to steal that MVP for Jaylen Brown?
I saw that, but he was trying too hard even during the game, and he was trying too hard after the game. He didn't say anything is possible. What did he say? He said,
Yo.
we did it.
Bro, y'all saw that meme of him copying Kobe and then copying KG?
Yeah.
Like that shit just crazy, bro. Jason Tatum be you, man. Stop being a light skinned nigga. Respectfully.
He went to Duke. You know what I'm saying? Your favorite college. So what can we expect? Short dog, you got anything?
Well, shout out to the Celtics. I'm not a Celtics fan. I like the Heat. But if y'all know anything about Jaylen Brown, look it up. He's actually a very intelligent brother. He turned a job down for NASA. He's got a lot going for himself. He's more than just a ball player. And so shout out for him for that. Drew Holiday's solid, but I think Jaylen Brown he's so much more than a basketball player. And that's why I'm excited. I'm happy for him for winning the championship.
Yeah, so I mean, we know who the best player on the Celtics is now. And I said last week, same thing I said. If y'all would have traded him, it would have been the dumbest fucking move y'all ever made.
It's been the best move for the Hawks if they would have did it, but they didn't do it.
And that fell through, man. Will the Celtics be back next year? Hell no.
It's a high possibility.
I mean, they'll be back in the playoff. They ain't gonna win again.
If Porzingis comes
They had
back,
the best team.
They're not gonna win again.
Back
They had the best team
they
in the East. They won 62 games.
They're not gonna win another
Do
championship.
you trust Embiid to stay healthy throughout the playoffs?
No.
Okay, then. So eliminate the Sixers.
No. I didn't say that. I said they'll be back. I said they're not gonna win another championship.
The East is weak.
Right.
They're not gonna win another
East,
NBA.
You got a chance to win the championship just because of the simple fact of your competition, bro. Because the only team they're going to compete with them next year is if the Bucks get their shit together. Because I don't trust none of them other teams.
Yeah, because Jimmy Butler turned into D-Wade. Y'all seen that game video?
Bro, I saw that video. Hey, man, words of wisdom or words of Wednesday.
Yeah.
Come on, Jimmy, bro. You supposed to be a dog, nigga.
He got a LA Sparks uniform on with his legs, man.
Exactly.
Looking like a straight
I know you
hoe.
don't fuck that nice white pussy Cameron Brink, man. I know you don't fuck that bitch. But don't let her change you, Jimmy. You a real nigga.
That nigga changed a long time ago. So moving on, though, man. We talking about a titan in the fucking realm of the world of baseball, man. If you don't know, if you're not a baseball fan, man, do some history. Go back, look at the Negro Leagues. We're talking about we talk about Hank Aaron a lot. We talk about Jackie Robinson a lot also. Jackie, there's nothing we can say bad about Jackie. He is also one of the other pioneers, but somebody who doesn't get as much attention, we're talking about Willie Mays, man. Age of 17, played in the Negro Leagues from Alabama, Birmingham Black Barons at 17 years old. Played 23 seasons in the fucking major league from 1951 to 1973. Scouted as being a 5-tools player, so basically good around the whole field. And then accolades, I ain't gonna name them all. I'm gonna just name a few. We're talking 24 All-Stars, World Series champion, NL Rookie of the Year, 12 Golden Gloves, Roberto Clemente Award. If you don't know who Roberto Clemente is, go ahead and look him up too. Played for the San Francisco Giants before that, when they were the New York Giants. So if you know Polo Grounds, New York, old school New York shit. But yeah, we're talking about Willie Mays, man. And he passed on the same day or the day before. They had an honorary game at it was a minor league game, but it was the Birmingham Barons versus the Montgomery Monarchs or something like that. But yeah, and then also another thing to mention about the game was they had all black officiating crew, so being umpires, officials. So, hey, what was it? It's like either Richwood or something like that in Alabama. But shout out to you, man. Rest in peace to a legend.
Yeah, man. Some people might hear 24-time All-Star and be like, man, you only played 22, 23 seasons. Hey, for those who don't know, back in the day, they said 2 All-Star games, for the MLB, man. 12-time Golden Glove winner, which basically means, nigga, this is the best defensive player in the fucking game, man. 2-time MVP, 300 batting average, which is like, that's pretty much Hall of Fame worthy for any player. 3,000 hits, 660 home runs. Man, hey. Now, growing up, even though football's my love right now, growing up, baseball was big in my family because my granddad loved baseball. He's from Birmingham and stuff like that. So when I did hear my granddad talk about athletes, I said on the pod that Jim Brown was somebody he talked about, so was Muhammad Ali. And when it came to baseball, Willie Mays was the name I've always heard. So, like, to me, Willie Mays was always, like, a goated legend in baseball, and he was always an icon. But then ESPN and CBS and a lot of other lists the last couple years have dropped their top 100 baseball players. And on 9 times out of 10, Willie's at least number 2. Only motherfucker ahead of him is Babe. And a lot of motherfuckers will tell you that they think he's the greatest ever. And let me tell you, this is how you know Willie Mays is so great. I saw Tim Country. For those who watch ESPN, Tim Country, he does his thing for baseball for ESPN. And I saw Mad Dog Max. 2 white men. They literally said, man, hey, Willie Mays is the greatest to ever do it. And Tim Country said Willie Mays is the greatest player he ever seen because guess what? This man could hit for average, hit home runs, get stolen bases, play defense, field. He got one of the greatest plays in baseball history known as the catch, where he caught a ball in the World Series over his shoulder without even looking up. And I just want everybody to understand, he had 660 home runs. Babe Ruth had 714. In the middle of his prime, he went and fought the war for 2 years. The first year he came back, he hit 40 fucking home runs. If that man just hits 25 to 30 home runs each of the 2 seasons he was at the war, he passes Babe Ruth before Hank Aaron passes Babe Ruth. So much respect to Willie Mays, man. We talk about the Negro League, man. Hey, this is a sad week, and for him to pass Juneteenth, hey man, it was even sadder, man. But the man lived a full life, man. So rest in peace.
I think baseball is one of the hardest sports to play. It's got to be the hardest sport to play. Bat 300, it's an impossible feat, and it doesn't even sound impossible, but it is. And to be able to smack it at the park, 90 miles coming at you, but regardless of the accolades that he had, just to be able to live that long, to touch so many lives, you must be a solid person. And God blessed him with a long life, and he must have did something right.
Man, you're not gonna see anybody saying anything bad about him, man. I mean, players that played with him back in the day, and it's like him to go just all these years, man, and then to go from, when a team moved back in the day, it's like it was a major thing. So it's like they retired his jersey in San Francisco, and then there's a photo of him, man, back in the day. If you remember at that time, back in the 50s, 60s, like all the early, back in the day, Harlem was like, that was the black epicenter of the world. So it was like for him to play baseball in the streets, little kids in Harlem, man, Polo Grounds, like just that whole era. That's one of the most iconic pictures is him batting up with some little kids in the middle of Harlem in the street.
Hey man, I just recently saw the Willie Mays documentary on HBO Max. Check it out if you're interested in that. But one part of the documentary I thought was interesting, he got criticized for not speaking up on civil rights a lot of times. But in the documentary, a lot of people talked about the stuff he did behind the scenes, like funding the movement, which just shows you there's other things you can do than just always talking. But the biggest story I heard was when he moved, went from New York, the Giants, when the Giants was in New York, to San Francisco. San Francisco was a very racist place at that time. Black people couldn't live where they wanted to live compared to New York. So him and his wife struggled with that. When they got ready to buy a house, they wanted to go to a particular neighborhood. He bought the house. When the realtor went back to his boss and told him who it was, he was like, nah, black people can't live. He said, niggas can't live here. Willie said, man, they told Willie, hey, man, here's a nicer house in an area you can live in. White people ain't about to live here. He said, no, I want to live in that house. And then through the course of the next 6 months, they was able to move in that house. That may not sound significant, but a lot of people around him said, hey, man, Willie didn't do that just for him. He did it for the next time a black person doesn't have the name Willie Mays, who has the money, though, to want to live in the house he wants to live in, can live there. So, hey, we got to also remember, when we talk about legends like Willie Mays, we're not just talking about what they did on the field. They had to go through stuff off the field that these niggas nowadays don't even have to think about. So, once again, rest in peace.
Yeah, man, rest in peace. Rest in paradise, Willie Mays, you know what I'm saying? So now, since Willie Mays died, they added the Negro League to the major leagues. So now the only thing they need to do is add Barry Bonds to the Hall of Fame, and it will go full circle.
Which is Willie Mays' godson, by the way.
Yeah, so if he should have put that in his will or his dying last testimony, like I want my godson to be in the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, That's all I got on
If
that.
you add Barry Bonds to the Hall of Fame, that means you gotta add Mark McGwire.
Man, let's not start that, man. Mark McGwire can
So we
shine
gotta
Barry
put him all
Bonds'
in
shoes.
now.
Mark McGwire can shine that nigga's shoes. Barry Bonds had 2 Hall of Fame careers.
They can put them all in there, but
Sammy Sosa, all of them.
they can. But you got to put Barry in there.
Barry number 1, he on first on the ballot, man.
Yeah, you got to put him in there first, and then some years later you can put the rest of them in there. I don't care. They wasn't testing for it for a reason.
I agree with you.
Nigga, they celebrated Negro League this shit. They said, "Barry, what would you do if Satchel Paige threw your pitch?" He said, "Boom, out of it."
No, he said, what he said? He said, what?
Boom,
Gone.
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 Barry, you crazy for even asking me that?
Bullshit.
Gone.
Bullshit. I call bullshit on that one. But
Gone.
yeah, man, we moving on to a lot of people's favorite. I ain't gonna say everybody's, but a lot of people's favorite. We talking about what's that noise, Rose?
Dynamite.
Boom. Yo, so I know you can't not be on the internet and not see it. K-Dot concert, nigga,
He blew up the internet
blew the fucking top off this shit.
like dynamite.
Then had played the song back 3 times. These motherfuckers, they cut the music. These motherfuckers said that shit word for word, bar for fucking bar. I don't like using the phrase. It's one of the biggest things for hip hop. I say for the culture. Niggas want to look at me funny because I said for the culture, but nigga.
Hey man, so I got tears, man, because I love K-Dot. K-Dot ain't never had a concert like this before. Drake had plenty of concerts like this because he making that money.
He never had a concert like that.
Drake done had plenty of concerts where over 100,000 people showed up.
Oh yeah, he did that.
I
Yeah,
mean,
so good, but
He
good for K-Dot.
ain't never shut the internet down.
He ain't never done that, but good for
hey,
K-Dot.
you saw Cameron. He said more nigga shit. Do more nigga shit.
Good for K-Dot though, man. And I will say this: when we start talking about changing the culture now, let's keep it real. I like that song, not like that. But I'm in Augusta, fucking Georgia, CSRA 706 every motherfucking day. That shit ain't banging down here like that. That shit not banging in the South like that. Don't get it twisted. When it come on, we lit to it. But let me tell you, when What You Know came out by T.I., that song was banging. When 24s came out, that was banging. When Jeezy dropped some shit, that was banging. When Luda dropped some shit, that was banging. When Young Thug dropped some shit, that was banging. When Future dropped some shit, Future dropped some shit tomorrow. I don't like Future. What's they gonna do, Rose? It's gonna bang.
Yeah.
How many years ago?
Stop all that culture shit, bro.
How many years
us niggas in
ago?
the South, we not from the West Coast. What them niggas on the West Coast move to, that shit don't move us niggas in the South, bro.
So you telling me when you heard they not like us, you wasn't like
It's a nice
you
song.
wasn't like you didn't want to
It's a
talk
nice
to W's.
I wasn't.
Yeah,
It's a
when
nice
the
song.
you
but
ain't
that
want
shit
to do a
don't
little
move
crib
us.
to the side.
But you not understand this. We move different in the South. When Jay-Z said that shit about don't wear chains, what Boosie said? Boosie said, hey, Jay-Z don't move shit down here. We move to a different drum in the South, man. So, hey, good for you, K-Dot. It's a good moment for hip-hop. But, hey, stop all that culture shit now. Because I'm black, too. Just because I am the West Coast, I'm part of the
Hip hop
culture, too.
culture, nigga.
Yeah, man, he set the internet on fire. But like I feel you on that one, Vertiz. The song was a good song, but the song was about what it was during the battle, so it was like it was the best song out of the battle, and everybody kept saying it was a hit. It was as a hit for everybody. I guess it was a hit, but it was like when it come on, I ain't trying to start sea-walking and throwing up gang signs and nothing like that. But I'll listen to it. But I'll probably listen to that song maybe 5 times, just like he played it 5 times.
Run that shit back. I mean, and then another crazy thing is to see like how many people he brought on, and Dame. He even brought out Dame, so I'm like, Dame Dollar.
That's another thing. All he did was bring out them West Coast niggas. That's another thing, bro. Like, would you be saying if T.I. did a concert?
What down south nigga gonna go to
I'm
the West
saying,
Coast?
if T.I. did a concert and brought out all the niggas from the South or from Georgia, would y'all be like, oh, that's good for the culture? No, bro. I can say that's good for the South.
Yeah, we would say it's good for hip hop.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as far as the culture, what is the culture? We don't even have a culture anymore, man. Now, do we?
Man, if that nigga was to bring out Jeezy, 2 Chainz, Nas, 50, some other niggas, Kanye West,
Oh, hold on.
J. Cole.
You must not like seeing other shit on the internet. That's all you want to see. Like that would literally be the only shit you see. He bring out somebody from New York, somebody from Atlanta, somebody from.
That's the culture. You gotta be from everywhere.
I'm saying.
Be from everywhere.
Shit, we might get another concert. He might bring out more people, but
And I'm gonna leave it at this, man. No disrespect to Kendrick, man. No disrespect to the West Coast niggas. What move y'all don't move us. Y'all don't like fat asses on the West Coast. I've been to the West Coast. Y'all like big titties. We like big asses down south. What move y'all? That shit don't make our dick hard down here.
Moving on to the next one, man.
Man, Chris Brown, man, crazy shit. Fucking Chris Brown, $1,000 for VIP tickets to see Chris Brown. And the sad part is, there was some hoes. And when we say hoes, niggas can be hoes too. Niggas literally paid to take pictures with this nigga Andy.
Talking about it was niggas doing that? I was some bitches.
I seen niggas too. And
Okay.
and then bitches that wanted they niggas.
Was they niggas or was they gay niggas?
Nah, they was niggas. It was literally nigga like this, posted up with Chris Brown, like, oh, nigga, like,
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I think nigga pay $1,000 for that shit.
If you got it, you got it.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I'm 100. Chris Brown, you doing God's work. You exposing all these hoes. Any bitch that went to that concert and spent $1,000 not to take a picture with him, but get hugged up by this nigga, get groped by this nigga,
Wrap their legs
get
around
sexually
the
assaulted
nigga.
by this nigga grabbing bitches' asses, grabbing their titties, licking on their necks and shit. Hey, any bitch that did that, your man supposed to leave you, man. If you let that bitch come back to the house and the locks ain't changed, nigga, your bitch ain't a hoe, nigga. You a hoe.
Well, that's stuck.
But Chris Brown, you doing what you supposed to do, man. Cause I'm gonna keep real. I don't see this with niggas. I ain't see that pic. I ain't see the picture you talking about. But I don't be seeing niggas going to LMA concerts and Meg Thee Stallion concerts paying $1,000 to just squeeze Meg's ass and shit like that.
Them hoes ain't gonna let niggas do that.
I'm just saying. I don't see niggas going to Janet Jackson concerts doing that shit. So it's like, hey man, Chris Brown, you doing God's work, man. And hey man, and also you hoes, I just want to know, man, because all y'all ain't got it like that. Like, you know, suppose they say if you got it like that, cool. All y'all ain't, 90% of you even got it like that. I just want to know, how many dicks did you take? How many dicks did you suck? What's that old phrase by the little owl? How many dicks did it take to get to $1,000 for the ticket? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, man. I ain't got no cheers for it, man. It's regular to me, so it's on you, C's.
Man, $1,000, no fucking tears, man. Y'all paying them prices. That's some dumb shit, man. Man, moving on, man. Some more dumb shit. We got the world famous Cash Money boss, New Orleans legend, Birdman. Birdman went to a prison, man, talking to some of the inmates, and he asked, what's something that y'all need? One smart brother said, hey, we need books, brother. You know, easy to get, fill the library. He even said, hey, some of these brothers can read up on law that might be able to help them get out or do something. And then Birdman turned around and says, no disrespect, but how's that gonna help y'all? And I paused. I thought about it. I was like, maybe he's on to something. Maybe he has a thought. Then I had to remind myself, just the same nigga who said, put some respect on my name. Hell no, we don't put no respect on your dumbass name. So, man, I'm gonna pass it, man.
Yo, man, I got tears, man, because they always said if you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in the book. Yo, this nigga Birdman goes to the prison. One of the inmates say, man, we need some books. this nigga says, come on, man. How is reading gonna help y'all? Yo, man, that's all I want to say. Them books can really help you because it can, one, for some of the inmates, it can take their mind out of the prison and put it somewhere else. Two, some of them niggas, we've seen this historically, have basically retried their own cases after they educated themselves and got themselves out of fucking prison, man. And then three, you might want to start a business. We've seen niggas like Wally start a podcast. You might read books on business and stuff, get out of prison, and guess what? Now you're making $1 million a year because you're using the book that you read, the knowledge from the book that you read in prison to get to where you get. Hey, one thing about prison, you're gonna come out one of three things. Bigger because you buffer. Two, gayer because you took a lot of dick. Or three, more intelligent.
I'm kind of torn on this one, but after listening to the word in the car, I'm gonna have to go tears because there's a lot of ways to make money, more than one way. You don't have to go to college or do necessarily a lot of things, but you need that certification, or you need that law book to get out, or you need a lot of things. So you're gonna have to read. Ain't no way around it. You're gonna have to read something. So I'm gonna have to go with Tiz. I mean, I don't know why I would say that, but I understand why it says that, but I don't necessarily agree with that. So I'm gonna go with Tiz on that one.
Yeah, I ain't got no tears, man. Y'all keep reading them books and keep taking that dick. Stop breaking the law.
You talking to Birdman too, right? You talking to Birdman too, right?
Hey,
And Birdman ain't taking dick. Birdman taking ass.
Yeah, yeah. He said, I like to hit him in the butt while my other homeboy in the booty. What he say?
I don't even want to repeat.
I don't remember. Yeah, you remember that.
I like to fuck them in the ass while I build the pussy.
There we go.
Number one star.
Walk.
And then, man, hey, man, anything else on that one, man? Man, we got Maryland Governor Wes Moore, man, black man, pretty intelligent brother, man. Basically, they are trying to pardon charges for marijuana. Maryland just recently did away with marijuana being illegal. They legalized it. So they're trying, this is basically, the step he did is on the way to clearing people's names. So it's not expunging their record, it's not clearing them, it's just making it less hurtful towards people that were charged. So hopefully with this step, it moves on to where like basically they can wipe away the fucking record of weed charges. So it's like there's one lady, she got charged 10 years ago. She gets out of jail and then she sees all these weed shops popping up and all this other bullshit. Just like similar to Colorado, California, all the other shit. So I mean, I got tears because it's like, hey, we're getting to that era where it's like, hey, weed eventually it's going to be legalized, and it's like you can't just turn around and say, hey, it's legal now. Sorry, when y'all did y'all shit, it was illegal. We can't do nothing about it. So, Biden put in a executive order and then trickled down to the governors to try to ease some of that pain that the shit caused.
Man, I ain't got no tears. Until it's legal in Georgia and they do that in Georgia, it don't affect me none. I don't care about no other state. We live in the GA.
And man, I got tears, man, because so many, black brothers and sisters have been incarcerated because
they broke the law.
Because of marijuana possession and distribution.
Smoke crack, don't you?
And I feel like, man,
the gateway drug.
Devil's lettuce.
I feel like when we had the war on drugs, like people don't understand, like that war was not on drugs. It was on colored people. Like when they decided to say we gonna make a war on drugs, that shit wasn't on, we just tired of drugs affecting the community. No, it was literally how do we legalize locking up brown and dark people.
No, Clinton and Biden did that.
It was about how can we already put it out here. So how can we get paid off of it since we gave all these black people, because we already gave these black people all this money to make all this money off this dope. Now how can we get some payback?
Off your incarceration.
And then they started building prisons and started making money.
That's a fact,
so to your point, Steve, I hope this is the first step, not in basically Maryland, but I hope this is the first step nationally of basically eradicating this from the whole country. Because it's to the point now, even though we live in the CSO, like you said, man, them cops don't care if you got weed like that no more. I went to downtown Augusta not so long ago, motherfuckers smoking weed in front of police faces, man. Them police officers just turning at a cheek, bro. Like they don't care like that no more.
I got tears because you got four intelligent brothers here sitting amongst us right now, but everybody's not intelligent enough to smoke weed. Their brains already fried naturally. Now you give them weed on top of that, they can't handle it. So everybody shouldn't be smoking weed. No, so Tiz, we should not legalize it. Brian say it's breaking the law, man.
So until it's legal. So
no, you shouldn't do it.
It's not good to do it till it's legal.
No, if it's legal, but like so it's like, can you you ain't gonna be able to go to work house, so they can make it like maybe like alcohol or something like that. I don't have a problem with it if they do that, but all this, one state got it, one state got this, and other states got, man, come on with all that. Mix me with all that, man. Either you go do it or you ain't gonna do it.
But everybody, as well as I do, everybody can't handle weed or alcohol.
They can't, and it is a gateway drug. I remember people started out smoking cigarettes.
Now they on meth.
Then they moved on to weed. Then they moved to coke. Then they went to smoking crack. They couldn't find crack.
We ain't no gateway drug.
It is.
Those people just already be on some shit.
No.
That's like them niggas who be like, when motherfuckers say, well, hey man, getting your dick sucked by a man is the same as a woman. You already a little gay.
No, that's totally different.
That's totally, you wouldn't
I've heard this. Man, if you fuck a woman in the ass, you fuck a man in the ass. That's not true.
That's
not true.
But guess what? Come on, you gotta admit it, man. You think everybody should be smoking marijuana?
I don't think everybody should be having sex, nigga.
Okay, well,
that too.
Well,
but I mean,
answer the question then.
As far as that, man. Also, keyword note: it affected 175,000 people in Maryland. So I mean, cheers for it. Hopefully, it brings some other shit up.
Man, y'all go vote for Trump. He probably legalized everything. And
he a felon. He a felon.
They gonna take that off the. They go people. They gonna take that off the job description now. Off the application.
Next time you go to the doctor, your doctor gonna be a felon. Next time you get your taxes done, your tax done, you be a felon. Hey man, you gonna change shit.
Your tax person already a felon.
Yeah, true. They be stealing.
IRS. Yeah, man. Moving on. And last but not least, man, we have the social media streaming star / TV host woman Ebony K. Williams, who was on that trope on some dumbass shit on YouTube, talking about she can't. This is the same bitch who said I wouldn't date a bus driver. Same bitch. You seen any videos? Basically, she's like, I'm a high value woman. I make a lot of money. I can't date a bus driver. Year later, turns around and has a baby. She's a single mother now. In vitro.
Mm-hmm.
I have no tears for this bitch. You chose to be a single mother. Dumb shit. I guess this is the era we're in. Independent woman. Don't need a man. You did need a man because you need a sperm donor. So there. And that's all I got to say about it.
Yeah, I ain't got no tears. I don't really care about it at all. You know what I'm saying? She got money. She could do what she want to do. When you got money, you can do what you want to do. You can date who you want to date. You can say what you want to say. When you don't have money, you can say what you want to say, but you still got to conform to the laws of the land. But when for her, I don't really have a problem with what she said. That's how she felt. But she want to tell other people that's cool. But everybody got their own mind. People gonna do what they want to do. Just because she said it don't mean it ain't gonna change nobody breaks. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own gas.
Man, I got tears, man, because one, we don't see no other group of women who become successful at a high level and be like, I don't need a man. Like black women get money and literally feel like, oh, I gotta cut all my options away. I don't need no man. I ain't gonna lie, I see plenty of white women in the celebrity world who marry niggas who make less than them. I see that in the Asian community. I even see that in the Hispanic community. Hell, I see Hispanic women who are successful business owners who marry Hispanic men that don't have a fucking job. But it's only in the black community. Oh man, if I make this much money, I can't even fuck with a nigga. But I still need a nigga's semen so I can have a kid of my own. So bitch, you need a man then. Like bitch, like until women start reproducing asexually, stop saying you don't need a man, ho. You need a man.
I don't know. She said she don't need a man.
She said that on her podcast.
That bitch said verbatim.
She said that on the podcast before. Like when she was questioned about basically not having a man, she was like, I don't need a man. I barely want one. There was some shit like that.
Yeah,
and they asked about Breakfast Club. No, man. Hey, you are designed to want and need a man. Just like men are designed to want and need a woman. Now, hey, for all the motherfuckers,
what about all the other
motherfuckers that don't believe in God, hey, I'm not speaking for y'all. I'm speaking as a black man, as a Christian. You was designed to want a man, and you was designed to need a man. And if you a man, you was designed to want a woman and need a woman. So guess what? Hey, black men, we need black women. Black women, y'all need us. Shut the fuck up. Stop saying you don't need us. You need us. And if you want to have kids, guess what? You need to take this dick.
Hey, man, them hoes choosing, man.
Hey, you can choose, but nigga, choose a black man, goddammit.
And then to add on to that, man, God says, the Bible says, science says, There you go. But speaking of hoes that we don't know what's wrong with, Rose Verteezy. What's the question we always ask?
Yo, what's wrong with these hoes, y'all?
What's wrong with them? So we have Cam Newton's 1, 2, 3, 4 baby moms.
Jasmine Brown,
comedian, TikTok influencer, whatever you want to see. You probably seen her some TV shows or whatever. She basically says she would rather be a fourth baby mom than build with a regular job nigga, basically. So many words.
the fourth baby mama to a rich nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Totally unacceptable. There's a lot of thoughts going around here, man. Let's go back to Ebony K, man. Look, do you want a good quality man, or what do you want? So I don't take none of them serious. I really don't. That's why I ain't saying nothing on the last one.
Hey man, this is sad right here, man. This just shows the culture and the status of women, but especially women in the black community, man. The fact that y'all so worried about getting the check, that y'all don't even care about building a family no more. Y'all don't even care about being with a man, being married to a man for 30, 40, 50 years. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, motherfuckers like Willie Mays, Muhammad Ali, like Jim Brown, like motherfuckers back in the day that when they passed, you be like, they was married to this woman for 40 years, like how Denzel, I think him and his wife just celebrated like 30 something years or whatever marriage. That shit is over with.
No,
That shit is dead. Like once my nigga Rose over here passed away, that shit's over. This is the last real nigga over here. Like, hey, be quiet, nigga. This is the last real nigga over here.
That's what should be celebrated, but unfortunately within the culture, that's not what's celebrated in common mainstream. So it's just not. It's like, oh, what can you do for me? Or you can't next. It's a sad state of affairs. What's happening to our families? We're losing our families. Kids are being brought up in broken homes because what? Everybody's chasing the bag. It's really sad what's going on.
But you know why? Because the internet and the TV and the music and stuff like that.
And when you watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, LA, Miami, them niggas be having 2, 3 baby daddies.
You know what I'm saying? It's when you add all that stuff in, that's why all these young folks doing all this crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a phone now. You can do whatever you want to do with these phones. You can. It's all kind. It's like
what you said a couple weeks ago, Rose. That little girl said, "When I grow up, I want to be pregnant."
Yeah, she said she want to be pregnant.
She should have added pregnant to a rich nigga.
No, she didn't even say when I grow up, I want to be pregnant. She just said, she said, I want to be pregnant. She didn't say when I grow up.
And then it's crazy. It's basically it pays more and it's more desirable to be a baby mama than it is to be a wife.
Yeah, you get child support, alimony, all these other things. That's sad. That is sad. Well, you know what's great is raising up with a mom and a dad. And your dad checks you, your mama checks you. And when I asked dad, I asked mom. They on the same page. You know, that's what's great, having 2 parents.
And that's what's sad, man, is these women don't understand. Yes, like in Nick Cannon's situation, now Cam's situation is different. Cam, from my understanding, if you listen to this podcast, he pretty much checking on his kids. I think he got something set up where all his baby mamas is close enough to him where he can easily get to them.
I think that's like, Derrick Rose, he's kind of like that.
Yeah,
I think he only has 2.
He only has 2, and they live in the same city.
Mm-hmm. But they do outings together and all kind of things.
So if you set up like that, Rose, that's cool. But like in the Canada situation, you in Miami, baby mama in New York, baby mama in LA,
He's reckless.
You got one in Toronto,
reckless with the
and you let them live all over.
Yeah.
But that's crazy because now your kids don't spend equal time with you. Now your kids, when they come home from school, they might need some fatherly advice or some fatherly discipline. Because we know in the black community, the father disciplines the most and the best out of both spouses normally. So now, it's just so much stuff that can go wrong. And it's like, come on, man. Y'all wonder why black men are growing the way they're growing up? It's because of the fact y'all choosing to have these babies with the same fucking niggas. And it's the crazy part. This is a rich nigga. I know bitches that's the 4th baby mama to a nigga that ain't got a job right now.
Yeah, but the thing about, we can't put all the blame on the woman. We gotta,
Most of it.
we can't even put most of it.
So can I ask a question? So when that 4th bitch come, Are you trying to hint at she doesn't know that nigga got 3 kids?
No, I'm saying
That
as
bitch
far
knows.
I'm talking
She
about
knows.
when a kid's growing up without their dad or stuff like that. The dad got something to do with it too. You know what I'm
Dude, but
saying?
if you chose to have a baby with a nigga that you know don't already take care of 2 of his kids,
Oh no, that ain't got. But that's totally different. But still, I'm just saying, as far like Nick Cannon and all that stuff, you gotta they gotta take some. They gotta take some of the blame too. So
now I agree, they gotta take blame too.
So it's not. So we bashing on her, but she's not the only hoe. Cam Newton's really the hoe.
Nah, Cam Newton doing what he supposed to be doing.
Cam Newton the hoe.
Cam Newton what he doing what he supposed to be doing. That nigga got $100 million. He's supposed to have as many women as he can have.
So you
No.
supposed to aim for Future and Nick Cannon numbers?
If you got that kind of money, you doing what you supposed to be doing.
So so it's okay for Nick Cannon to do what he do
Yes.
and don't raise his kids.
Yes.
So it's okay for a man not to raise his kids, but you were just promoting.
Talk about. If you listen to Nick Cannon talk, Nick Cannon's not there for his kids physically, but he provides for his kids.
No, you're not raising your kid.
No,
Yeah, you're not raising the kids, but what I'm saying is a woman has to.
No,
Let's make this clear. I'm always gonna be on this side.
No.
A woman has to agree to have sex with you. A woman has to agree to have sex with you raw. A woman has to
No,
agree to
but
leave you marry
still,
her.
but
So
you
like
still-
the fact that you allow a man to do this,
no.
if I come to your house and you allow me to walk in your house with muddy shoes, you cannot then get mad at me when your carpet has mud on it. You let me come in your house knowing I have muddy shoes on.
We
It's
can't,
your house.
We can't step on both sides of the fence. We got to stand on one side or the other
I'm
side.
telling you,
We can't
the
have
woman
our nuts
has to
cut.
control.
stand on your
The
square.
woman has to control.
Stand
bruh.
on your square.
Just like I'm keep it real. Just like if your kid grows up fucked up and there's 2 parents in the household and the father and mother are there equally, can I tell you who I blame, Rose? I don't blame the mother. I blame the father. Because obviously you wasn't doing your job, nigga. Because parenting is more important on the father's end than the mother's end.
So what you talking
okay,
about?
so that's
So
what-
there's no equal. I'm saying what I'm saying is there's no 50-50 to the shit. There's no equality to the shit. When the man's there, he's gonna take more responsibility. But if the man's not there, the woman gotta take the blame because she chose for the man not to be there. Because she chose to deal with a nigga that she knew wasn't gonna be there. When a woman chooses a mate, she need to choose a mate that's gonna be there. This is the only excuse I give a woman. If you've been married and the nigga put a ring on it and you went down the aisle and you said I do, and if for some reason y'all get divorced and that nigga go ghost, that's different. But if you fuck a nigga from the club and get pregnant with him, that's not an excuse.
Okay.
Okay, Bert, I love you, brother. But you know, if you look at the statistics, like over 80% of women file for a divorce. So they're leaving the good men. You know,
That's my point.
okay, but no, the women are leaving the men. The men ain't walking away from their family and their children. For them all,
Preach,
statistically. The only point I was making, I think you veered off left field a little bit, but the only point I was making was that if you look at prisons and the ones who occupy them, or jails or wherever you want to go, would you admit or not that they come from a majority
Most
single mother?
Single parent household.
Yeah,
Single
but
mother
that's
household.
what he was saying. But what I'm saying is, we just can't put all the blame on the woman because a man still can do stuff like Nick Cannon not raising his children just because he
But he's
provides.
reckless with his seed.
Just because he provides money, that don't mean nothing.
Yeah, but guess what? When you
Correct,
chose it,
correct.
when you
That
chose-
don't mean
That's
when you
nothing.
chose to become a celebrity baby mama, you knew the situation.
No.
No.
For Nick Cannon don't get a pass. You don't get a pass.
No, he don't get no pass.
So time out.
He don't get no
Time
pass.
out. I got a question. So see, I didn't get mad at the stove for burning my hand. I knew the stove was hot.
Like I said, you don't get a pass.
So we need to start getting mad at the
No,
stoves
you
now.
know, you
I ain't
blame-
getting mad at the stove now.
You blame the woman because you know you got a history of the 10 men
Yeah.
that you didn't have a father.
Because I knew what was going on with this nigga.
Right. But the
But
man still has to be a man and step up for his child.
Can I ask a question?
yes.
If you had, we want to hypothetical real quick. Let's say you got a daughter. Your daughter brings this nigga home. Nigga got 7 baby mamas. At some point in time,
He ain't the one.
would you whisper to your daughter, I don't think this nigga right? Or
Right.
would you say, you know what? You might be the right one. He had 7. He went wrong 7 times, but you the 8th one. You might go right. Would any nigga give his daughter
What
that
are you
advice?
talking about?
Never.
His daughter brought home a nigga and baby daddy.
Man, come on, man.
We got Willie Mays. Willie Mays over here. Hitting home runs out the park.
Let's move on to
So you agree with me then, bro?
No, I'm saying you're trying to give men a pass. You can't give a man a pass.
I'm not giving a man a pass.
Yes, you
what
are.
I'm saying is 80% of the blame is women though. Because you chose this nigga.
And she
You
chose.
chose this nigga.
80% is the women.
It is still, but still, a man
has to
still,
step
Yeah,
still,
he gets 20%.
he still got to do his
Who
part.
get the most blame in the NFL game? The quarterback. You know why?
The
Because
man
he's the
got to
most
do his
important
part.
position.
The man still got to do his
So
part.
the woman is the most important part to the
The
equation
man
of
still
who
got
has
to do his
sex.
part. The man still got to do his part. When you got a child, it's still the man still got to do his part. The man still got to do his part. It don't matter if it's gone over there or she live over there.
If
He
you're
still
a
got to
woman
do
and
the
you
part.
choosing to have fucking bum ass nigga, don't fuck no bum ass nigga if you already see a bum ass.
And you should not. And you should not.
Man still got to
Like,
do
Rose
his part.
trying to make y'all feel like, oh, it's okay to fuck bum ass niggas.
No, I never said that.
Don't
No, I
fuck
never
no bum ass
said that.
nigga.
Never said
And
that.
think he gonna do. That's what you trying to make sense. You trying to
No,
make
that
sense.
was you're
You
trying to
fuck a
say.
bum ass nigga, but
That
guess
was
what?
you're trying to
He
say.
might do right with you because he's supposed to do right.
I never
with
said
you.
that.
Nah, nigga.
I said a man is supposed to be a man.
If you got a pattern of
Man's
three
supposed to be a
niggas
man.
here that he been fucking these bitches over, don't fuck with that nigga then.
Man's supposed to be a man still. You still
Yeah,
man's
he's supposed to be a man. But
man.
guess what? You obviously, guess what?
Man
When your
still
daughter
supposed to be
brings
a
home
man.
this nigga
The
and
man
he got
still-
7 baby mamas,
man
guess
still
what?
supposed to be a
You as a
man.
man for single daughter, that's not a man.
Man's
That's
supposed
not a
to be-
man.
Man's still
So
supposed
you
to
gonna
be
take
a
your
man.
daughter as a man?
Like I said,
You gonna say that's a man?
man's still supposed to be a
But is
man.
that a man though?
Man's still supposed to be
But
a
is that a
man.
man though?
Vertiza, you lost. You lost in the sauce.
My question is that a man? You
You're
obviously
still-
see that he's
a
not a
man
man, so you
still
need to
gotta be a
identify
man.
that's not a man.
Man still got to get a play.
You don't
Not
answer
being
the
a
question.
partner.
You don't answer the question.
Man still got to
See,
be a partner. Ain't nobody saying this. Ain't nobody
nigga
saying
running.
it.
That's
Ain't nobody-
Jabari Richardson.
No, that's you
This
running.
nigga running.
That's you running.
Answer the question then.
That's you.
Is that a man then?
That's you running.
Is that a man then?
That's you running.
What's the question? What's
If
the question?
It's
you
not a
don't do it,
question.
bring home a nigga
That's
that
not
has
a
7
question.
baby daddies.
That's not a
and 7
question.
baby mamas.
That's not the question. That's
Or you
your
gonna tell your
question.
daughter, hey,
That's
this
not a
nigga's a
question.
runner.
That's not.
You don't need
That's
to
not
get
a
pregnant by
question.
this nigga.
That's not the question.
8-1.
That's
You
not
should.
the question.
Can I say something?
That's not
You
the
should
question.
say that.
That's
Hold
not
on.
the question.
Let me say
That's
that.
what I'm asking.
That's not the
But
question.
that's what I'm asking.
That's not the question.
You should say that. You should tell your daughter.
That's not
yes.
the question.
You should tell your daughter, yes. Don't be the 8th baby mama. You should
That's
tell
not-
your daughter that.
Thank you for answering the question.
Okay, yes,
But
you
that's not
should.
the
Hold on,
question.
but yes, you should say that.
We ask questions all the time.
However-
nigga. I ask my question.
However, me as a man, hold on. Me,
This motherfucker.
me as a man,
Oh shit, he didn't believe
Exactly.
In the words of the $1 Million Man, everything got a price.
and everybody got to pay.
Oh shit, this nigga
But
blew the whole
listen,
shit up.
but me as a man, though, I gotta ask myself this. Yeah, I had 7 kids, bastardized, but I'm gonna make a change with this 8th kid. What does the man take the responsibility of?
And that's why I give you 20%. You get your 20% blame because at some point in time you should change. But 80% is I see this history you got, nigga. Why am I gonna come over here?
But when it doesn't,
How?
it doesn't absolve the man. It
Man,
doesn't
I'm
absolve
gonna leave
the
it at
man.
this. Man, so when you pick up a snake, is it the snake fault you got bit or is it your fault you got bit?
It's your fault you got big snake.
So you knew it was a snake when you picked it up.
Bert,
But now you mad at the snake because the snake did what it's supposed to do.
But Bert, I'm
So
agreeing
you
with
see
you,
this
Bert.
bum ass nigga in the street, they got 7 baby mamas, and you mad he made you the 8th.
Oh, a bum ass nigga.
Yeah.
We're talking about Cam Newton.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
But you see
okay.
Cam got 3 baby mamas already. So you mad he made you the 4th?
That's cool. She's not mad. She's happy about it.
But I'm just saying for women in general,
That's
like
okay.
you choosing that. She
And there's nothing wrong with it.
What 50 Cent?
They have a baby by me.
But that's what I'm saying. That's your woman's responsibility. That's what I'm saying.
That's right. Have a baby by me.
It's-
I like that. I can have 2 more kids and run it.
That's what I'm
Well,
saying.
shit. I ain't cool.
But you can't get mad when the kid runs up because the daddy ain't there.
Yeah, that's because of the mama.
It's not because of the mom, because the daddy
You
is the
chose the
mom.
absentee daddy.
No,
You chose
the dad chose not to be in the life.
That's like when we vote. You vote a politician in that say I'm a ban guns.
No.
Then you in your area, he ban
Nope.
guns.
Bert,
You
no.
voted for this
It's a two-way
nigga.
street.
Nope.
You
It's a
voted for
two-way
this
street.
nigga.
No,
It's a 2-way street,
Nope.
Bert. It ain't
Nope.
all on one or the other. It's a
I
two-way
even
street.
know she chose an absentee daddy.
It's a 2-way street.
no.
It's a 2-way
If
street.
the
You still
dad is
haven't
not
explained-
there,
you
if the
still haven't
dad is not
explained-
there,
you still haven't
he
explained-
got blamed
But you
too.
still haven't explained how a hoe is blameless for choosing an absentee daddy.
I agree with you. For the
said
most
she was
part.
blameless.
I never
But no,
said that.
It's a
explain,
two-way
but
street.
so then, if she the one who picking the daddy, How is it that it's 50-50? It should be 50-50 blind.
If the dad is not there,
but she chose absentee dad,
and you said because we got all this for Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon has the ability to be there. But we put Cam Newton and Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon has the ability to be there for his family. We ain't talking about no bum. I ain't say nothing about no bum.
I'm talking about all the niggas.
No,
even the bum niggas. Even the niggas working at McDonald's, right? I'm talking about all the niggas.
But that's what I'm saying. That's where we got on. That's where we got this.
Choosing the nigga.
That's because that's where we came up with it. That's where we came up with. And then you was like, what? You went on a whole nother. You went on a whole nother thing.
She's choosing the baby. She's choosing the baby daddy. If a woman chooses Nick Cannon to be a baby daddy,
we need to move on. We need to move on.
If she chooses Cam Newton to be the baby daddy, she's smart. But if you choose a nigga at McDonald's to be your baby daddy, you the fifth one. Yo, that's stupid.
So why you said what's her name, Jasmine Brown?
No, I said that's sad. Because that's showing the destruction. You missing the concept. I said that's showing the destruction of the black family. That's what I said. The destruction of the black family.
Yeah, and I said that the dad still has stuff to do with it too.
Yeah, but even if the dad's there, it's still showing a deterioration of the black family.
But if the dad's still men still got to be men. Why you can't see that?
But with the Jasmine Brown thing, Rose, what I was saying, I was mad because it's showing the lack of the value of the family.
Yeah, and we all agreed on that.
But now, as far as the dad's not being there, dad should be there. But if he got a history of not being there, why am I going to expect him to be there?
But that wasn't the point.
I agree with that. That's my point. But if he got a history of not being there, why would he be there?
But your point has nothing to do with this subject about what's wrong with these hoes.
That's what's wrong with these hoes. They are choosing men that are absentee fathers. That's what I'm saying. It's about her choosing. She chose to be a fourth baby mama.
Yes, and they're together. And they're together. She said, I'd rather be a baby mama by a rich nigga than
yes. And that's what they choosing. So guess what? You choosing for a nigga to compensate you financially, but not be there to raise his kids.
Yeah,
because you said, I could be with one nigga. I could have kids with one nigga. He could be middle class. We could raise a family. We could have a good life. But I'd rather have the luxurious life and eliminate the fact that he's going to take care of his responsibilities as a man.
I don't know that's like the jury.
We still as men, we still got to be there for our kids.
Yeah, but if you give men the option to be bitch ass niggas, we've seen men will be bitch ass niggas. And these women more than ever are opening the door for niggas to be bitch ass niggas. This ain't like when James Brown had like 12 bitches and he had kids with all of them. This nigga had one big happy family. He was the Black Brady Bunch before the Brady Bunch. Nigga, well, read the books.
Are you ready to move on?
I gotta ask one question before
we move on.
One question before we move on. I want to ask one question before we move on. This for you, bro. Honestly, God. Do you feel like do you feel like there's more men who choose to not be in their children's lives, or do you feel like there's more women who alienate their children from the man? Which one do you feel like is more commonplace? I'm asking.
I think it's more the first one, man. Because
you think there's more men that choose to not be in their children's life?
Because if you want to be in your kid's life, if you ever seen the movie Collateral Beauty with Will Smith, if you want to be in your kid's life, no one's going to be able to stop you from doing that if that's your sole purpose. Bullshit. Like whatever obstacles you got to jump through, you're going to jump through. Like if you really want to be in your kid's life, you're going to go through the obstacles. But there are women that try to make men's lives hell. But if, to Rose's point, if you're a real man, can't nobody stop you.
So you just negated everything you just said. I hope you know that.
Well, we got next up.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and wrap it up, man, on that one. Definitely a great input on both sides, man. Last topic, man. We ended up on parents on these last three topics, man. So basically it was a TikTok out basically where as a dude, first response was you should have LGBTQ LGBTQ advisories on Hollywood movies and shows. And then another guy said, this is the dumbest shit that I ever heard because you don't do that shit when it's a regular movie. Like if you sitting down with your kids watching Power or watching Law and Order SVU, you don't do that shit. So it's just like you need to be better parents and actually be there for your kids and pay attention to what they're watching, what they're doing, which is a valid fucking point. But at the same time, it's like now it's like you question, is there an agenda? Why is it every fucking show you see, you have gay scenes unnecessary. Like some shows, it's like it adds to the story. It's like, all right, these people are together. It adds to the story, and then there's like shows where you're like one night stands or it's just some bullshit. You're just like, who the hell is this character? They just threw that shit in. This character, originally, the original story, the character was not gay. Now they're making a remake, the character's gay, and all this other bullshit. So, I mean, like...
If it's rated R and the kid is under a certain amount of age, then you signed up what you signed up for. Now, if it's rated, PG-13, and then it's got some kind of fishy stuff in it, it's like... But that was in the movies.
It's a PG-13, right?
Yeah. Okay. So that's what I said. That's where it gets kind of the PG-13. That's when it gets kind of because 13. That's when kind of you know what I'm saying. But that's when all that gay stuff starts. You watching the movie and it's like, oh, it's PG-13. Okay, yeah. But at 13, I can see it. But as when you're watching like a PG-13, you shouldn't let a kid under under 13 watch the movie. But when you're PG. And it's like, then you start, because it be in PG movies too, they got two daddies or two mamas. It's like, hold on now, like, what's going on?
Can I ask a question? What's wrong with having two mamas, as long as the two mamas don't kiss, as long as they do everything that a PG heterosexual couple would do?
But when it's PG, like I say, when it's PG, it's like it's cartoons, things like that, and when they got two mamas, it's like, that's confusing to a kid, especially when...
So we're acknowledging putting the LBGQ alphabet
should never be done.
There is different than just saying already.
Yeah, if you put it in there, and that would be great if they could do that. But I don't think they can do that.
I feel like
that would be great.
To your point, I feel like you need to do it for every genre. Then I mean, for all the ratings. Then from PG all the way to X.
That's what you want. Just do it for PG. I'm just saying, if they could do that, that would be great. Yes,
no, they can do it.
How? You think so?
The same way they say, like, hey, sexual violence, nudity, and all that stuff.
LSD, strong language,
gay shit.
Yeah, but that would be nice.
On the podcast, we got Clicky Podcast. We're gonna let you know we talking about gay shit this episode.
That would be super nice, but I don't really think they could do it because of
that. Way it's a pain when you read it, you be like, oh, okay, nudity, sexual violence. Okay.
Gay shit. G-rated for
gay shit. Oh, you can't watch this, bitch.
Not general.
Really, you can't watch
general.
This.
Gay shit.
Yeah, but
they got gay shit in it.
But I don't think they can do that.
They can do it. They just don't want to. You know why? Because the niggas making the movies is gay.
Politically, you can't do that shit because it's like
you can do that shit, nigga.
They won't do it because politically they'll be like, oh,
better word than gay.
If that's the shit, we can't put racist shit. Oh, this movie has rated R, not for restricted, R for racist shit.
Yeah, in the trailer of the movie, you need to put gay shit in the movie. You need to show two men kissing in the movie.
That's
in the trailer. So when I see the trailer, we ain't gonna see that in July.
Yeah, that would be perfect if they did do that.
When 12 Years a Slave came out, just in the title, I already knew. And then they be calling niggas. White people just be saying the N-word.
Shut up, black.
Like it would be like Django Change. Hey, shut up, black. Like, come on, man.
They gonna work you. They gonna work you. Then they gonna.
And then you gonna die. So can't treat this nigga like every other nigga. But now I'm gonna be real though, man. I do feel like some responsibility belongs to parents. You need to sit down with your kids. You need to be like, hey, I remember watching Friday when it came out. You know, when I was of that age. And I just remember there was a couple scenes my mom turned to us and said, hey, yo, I can't do this or whatever. One of the scenes was Smokey kept talking about weed. So part of that is parents need to be basically more diligent. But also, I'm going to keep it real. It's so much gay shit in some of these cartoons, some of these teen shows, some of these movies, some of these little Netflix TV shows. Netflix be having, bro, I watched 13 Reasons Why. A nigga got raped in the ass in high school. Why is niggas getting raped in high school in the bathroom? Like, why? Why? Nigga got raped by a broom. Like, I saw that shit disgusted me, man. Like, bro, you need to put a warning. And all they did was put sexual violence, so I thought it was just normal rape. Gay rape is different than normal rape. Gay rape is a whole different thing. So, you need to specify some of this shit so niggas know going into it if I want to watch it. 2, if my kids can watch it. And 3, yes, you can explain shit to your kids, but do you even want to expose? Because I got friends right now who are raising kids. And they're like, yes, we want to expose our kids to X, Y, and Z, But in a couple years, they're 5 and 6. We want to remain innocent. Now, when they turn 9 or 10 and they start going to middle school or whatever, we're going to start explaining to them about this and that and that. We don't want them to see this stuff because I've had friends who literally said they went to Disney World, Disneyland, and their kids saw 2 men kissing, and their kids was like, they didn't know what the fuck that meant. And they literally thought that meant that the two white niggas was best friends. And so now, guess what? Your kid go to school thinking that's what best friends was to do. Now when you get a call from the principal, hey, why did your son kiss Johnny on their lips?
Hell no.
Oh shit, bro. So you thought that was okay? I mean, I saw the two. You told me they was best friends and they was kissing. So when I went to school, I kissed my best friend on the lips.
Short, man. What you got, man?
Well, I just think that it's been heavily promoted all across all platforms and industries. It's unacceptable, you know. And that's all I got with that.
So yeah, I'm gonna speak about a show. I'm an avid Star Wars fan, man. I mean, like die hard. I love Star Wars. So you talk to anybody.
That shit game itself. What you think?
How? Tell me. First of all,
he is not in tune. He's not in tune with
Rose,
the
you got niggas playing with sticks.
Hey, shut the fuck up, Mudblood. Fuck you, Mudblood. Yeah, you know what I mean, bitch ass nigga.
You got it.
You know what I mean, bitch ass nigga. But yeah, we talk about
He's not in tune with the Force.
Exactly. Harry Potter bitch.
Y'all niggas be taking the Force.
Harry Potter ass bitch. Hey, why do you ride a broomstick, you fucker? Hermione was. I'm not even going there. That's for another. We're gonna say that for another podcast. We'll go on each other, but Nerd Pod or whatever. But basically, the Acolyte. It's a lot of controversy.
I haven't watched it yet.
Don't watch it. Save yourself. Save your fucking self.
Don't ruin it for me.
It's basically they gave the realms to a gay director, and she's told people she's doing the shit on purpose.
No, Disney has told us that that's what they're pushing, and that's unacceptable.
You see what I'm saying?
So I know.
And then it's like you look on.
Disney it was a black. I think it was a black CEO. It was a chick, and she was like, "We are intentionally pushing homosexuality."
You know what I'm saying?
She said it. YouTube it, Google it, do whatever you want.
And then Kathleen Kennedy fucking up the unit. But besides that, we talk about like you ever seen TikToks or Instagrams of Steven Universe? Mm-hmm. Crazy shit. So this bitch is literally busting it wide open doing a fusion. And it's like, it's not said, but it's intended. This is supposed to be a kid's show. They say they might have had an advisory where it was like 12 years old at the time. But it's like she's busting it wide open, say, hey, fuse with me, ho, fuse with me. Busting it, I'm just like, oh, they fused. And it's some giant thick bitch. I'm just like, voiced by Nicki Minaj. So it's like you see shit like that.
They're pushing it hard.
And then it's like you turn on every show. I mean, like they're pushing it.
It's disturbing.
If you ever seen The Chi, season 6, it's pretty fucking good so far. Even that shit, they're pushing that shit.
The Chi, I heard nothing but gay shit going on. That shit, everything gay.
All the way from Empire to wherever you want to go, it's like they're pushing.
So it's like it at the end of the day.
That's who has the money though. The gays have the money.
For the guys that have kids, but even us that don't have kids, it's like we got cousins. We were all kids. How does at the end of the day you're responsible for what your kids watch? But I will give a little leeway because we're in a time where I watched it when I was in high school. I used to watch Adventure Time. They had some suspect shit going on in there. So it's like you look at these cartoons and it's like, what the fuck
kid cartoons
are they kid cartoons? And it's like Marceline was a lesbian apparently and all this other shit. So it's kind of like you're exposed to so much more because you got kids don't even watch TV no more. They watch YouTube. They on TikTok. So it's like you can't guard what your kids see 24/7. But at the same time, you got to let them know, like, you might need to have those talks earlier in their life, earlier on. Because it's like, hey, this is what's wrong. This is what's right. You might see this shit. It means this. It doesn't affect you. Just know that for you and in my household and what I think is right.
Homosexuality is not okay.
It's not okay in my house or for me. If you want to grow up and do, like, a couple weeks ago, we talked about Dwayne Wade and his son. or daughter, whatever you want to say, added on to that. It's like you can do whatever you want when you're 18, but it's like in my household. So I mean, I kind of agree. It's like I would advocate for having that notice of, hey, you might have some sexual, like gay or lesbian shit in this show, but at the same time, people are on the rally of, hey, I'm against this. You're discriminating against us. This is a great show. You're fucking us up. You're turning people off from our show. This is a great fucking show. People should watch it and all this other shit. So
I mean, you gotta be mindful of the audience too, man. Because Charles and White was on a podcast, and he said that basically, I think it's the quote Future song, like girls kissing girls or whatever. He said, "Man, you preaching lesbianism to my daughter or whatever." Like that is a part of some of this shit, man. I know women who don't want their daughters to play basketball because they literally feel like if they play basketball, they're going to be gay. So if in your household you have certain beliefs that you don't want to be infringed upon, you do need to be careful on the music your kids listen to, the movies and TV shows they watch. But it makes it very hard when you think your kids is watching something innocent or listening to something innocent and it's promoted something that you don't know about. Because to what you said earlier, Steve, what I want to talk about is I don't have no problem with a lot of the gay shit that's in movies and TV shows, long as it serves a purpose for it. Long as it's a reason why it's in it. But if it's just in it to be in it because you're trying to
what purpose is that?
So like in the movie Moonlight, the main character was gay, but the purpose of that was to show an identity crisis. Like the director was trying to basically show like, hey man, he had a conflict within himself.
For the plot
and
story.
So I understand that.
Versus where it's like like you said, one-offs.
Yeah,
like,
just like, have y'all seen that movie American Beauty with Kevin Costner who won Oscar? Like in that movie, it talked about these two gay people, and one of the dads was military, and he hated homosexuals, kept calling them the F word the whole movie. And then at the end of the movie, when he thought his son was fucking Kevin Costner, he went to confront that nigga and ended up kissing him, and Kevin said, you got the wrong idea. That was just trying to show that a lot of times people that hate homosexuals have something going on internally sometimes. So if you're trying to actually prove a point, if you're trying to actually say something that's deep in the movie, cool. But when you just basically saying, I'm going to make this character gay. Like, I'm going to take Superman, even though I know he's eating gay like pussy, and I'm just going to make Superman gay or Batman gay. Just because I want a gay character on screen and I want people to think it's okay to be gay. See, that's when I'm like, I'm out. I don't want to be part of this shit because you're doing too much right now. So I feel like that's something that we also got to, talk about too is, hey man, they be pushing agendas in some of these movies. And I know a lot of y'all ain't watched the Arrowverse. And for those who don't know the Arrowverse, that's when they had the Flash, Green Arrow, Batwoman, all them little superhero shows back in the Netflix.
Universe.
In that particular universe, in every fucking episode, either a bitch or a nigga was gay. They had a transgender character. And I'm like, why is this character transgender? And C's no, we read comic books. I'm looking at characters who are gay. This nigga ain't never sucked a dick the whole time he was a superhero. Why is he sucking a dick now?
When was Canary bi?
Exactly. I ain't never seen a bitch eat a pussy before. Why she want to have pussy on this Tuesday? Like, shit was fucking me up. Like, I don't want to see this shit, bro. If I want to watch bitches eat pussy, I'll watch WNBA.
I mean, at the end of the day, I think we all, even though some of us don't have kids, we were kids and we have nieces and nephews, cousins, whatever, younger people in our lives. We all agree it's like the things shouldn't be forced on you. It shouldn't be an agenda. It's a thing. Take it or leave it. Not, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if they want to put in there, they should let people know. But like you were saying, Carl, I don't think legally they can do that because if they could, why won't they do it?
Because half the niggas in Hollywood is gay. And they already know that's going to be, if you put that on the screen, that's going to be deemed as offensive. Now you got to deal with gay people protesting, talking about, why are you putting LGBTQ in this movie or whatever? They can do that shit if they want.
Then they should, man, because half the time I don't want to see that stuff. Especially when I'm watching a show or a movie And then that come on like, oh man, I don't even want
skip.
Yeah.
Fast forward, like, come on, man.
Yeah, like let me know if there's some LGBTQ question mark things going on in this movie before I sit down and watch it. Because I might not be in the mood to watch none of that. I might be in the mood to watch it on a Tuesday. But on this Friday, I ain't in the mood to watch that.
What was that movie that you started? Rose a couple years ago, Bros.
Bros, yeah, I started watching Bros.
You said this was the gay shit in 10 minutes.
And then you asked everybody, he was like, do you want to watch? I'm like, hell the fuck no.
I ain't gonna lie, I ended up watching that shit from start to finish.
You said it was good.
Nigga, it was good. But that first 20 minutes though, nigga, you had to go through a lot of ass eating, ass pics,
I'm talking about
gay shit. Nigga, I didn't know what Grindr was. I know what Grindr is now.
Yeah, I'm like, hold on now. Like, it was because it started off, it's like, okay, this movie is like, and then it's like, hold on, is this supposed to be this game? Like, I said, nah, I can't do it.
It's like nobody at this table.
Ain't nobody warned me. Like, if they would have warned me, I wouldn't have wasted about 10 minutes.
So when you saw the pic of the movie, and they had two dudes holding hands, and they had a heart with an arrow through on their ass, you didn't know that was a gay movie?
Nah,
that's the pic of the movie, y'all.
Just because a pic of the movie doesn't, if you're watching something and it comes on, it don't show you a picture of the movie.
Hold up.
It show
This
you.
is the unfortunate part.
Nigga, when I was on Peacock, it had.
Hold on. Let's draw it back. You said
Like
what I was about to
said.
say.
Like, I was watching a movie, and then that movie just came on afterwards.
Oh, so it just came on. Okay, my bad.
Hold up.
You didn't click on it. My bad. That's what I was saying. I was saying when you click on the movie,
right.
there's a thumbnail of the pic.
Let's drum it back real quick. You said what I was about to say before I got the chance to say it. What fucking streaming platform was it on?
It was on like Hulu
Nigga,
or Prime.
Peacock, nigga.
It wasn't on Peacock.
It was on
I thought on
Peacock.
Peacock.
No,
I
nigga, it was
thought
on Peacock. At the time that it was
sometimes it be on multiple platforms though.
It was on fucking Peacock, and I'm just like,
Nah, because I don't have Peacock, so it wasn't on Peacock when I was watching it.
it was probably on Netflix.
It was on. I don't know what it was on, but it came on right after the movie. I watched the movie and then it came on right after it.
And then it's just
And
like,
it's like, but the credits came on. You know, it's rated R, all that stuff. That if it was said,
y'all talking about gay movies.
quick shit.
How many niggas in here seen Brokeback Mountain from start to finish?
probably only you.
Nigga, I ain't never seen it. I ain't never even clicked on it before.
Nah,
So
you
I
gotta
know
watch
about it. And I want to watch it because I've heard so much about it. Because people say it should have won an Oscar that year. And I love watching
I thought
Oscar
it
movies.
did.
No, it lost to Crash. That movie with Ludacris back in the day, it lost to Crash.
Good on Hollywood. Finally, Hollywood got because Crash was a great fucking
If you ever
movie.
go to like a Hollywood list if you ever go to a Hollywood of
Good
Oscar
shit.
lists, they always say Brokeback Mountain should have won, but we was in a time period where we was not promoting that shit.
Fuck that. Crash was
It
good.
wasn't that long ago.
And the show was
Yeah,
good
it was
too.
like about 15 years ago.
Yeah, I said it wasn't that long ago.
Hey, but on the main, just to wrap it up, it's just like, if it feeds the story, I don't necessarily have a problem with it. But at the same time, it's like, if it doesn't,
I don't care if it feeds the story. Like if it's in there, like when
don't push agendas. Don't push
If
agendas.
there's two dudes or two girls in there kissing, and I don't want to see that.
Man,
I
let
want to
me
know before it happens.
Let me know.
I want to know before it happens.
Nigga, how they say rape, like they'll say rape sometimes to listen to so much media rape. I
Or
want
sexual assault or
I
something
want to
like
know
that.
that. I want to know that.
All right,
Because I'm real.
Bertino.
I don't always like to see people get raped on screen.
Bertizzi, we will be biased. If it's some titties, hey,
Let me know.
you know, it's like,
You might get extra credit.
I want to know if it's titties. Because if it's titties, I might fast forward it.
fast forward into the titties.
Yeah, but nah. I'm gonna close my closing thoughts, man. Hey, yes, parents deserve responsibility for what their kids watch, but you can't expect parents to micromanage every little thing their kids gonna watch in this generation we're living on. When back in the day, all kids had was cable TV, and now guess what? There's like 20, 30 different streaming platforms. You got TikTok, you got Instagram, you got social media. You know, and it'd be a lot of gay shit on all these platforms. And you could easily just accidentally stroll on the shit. It needs to be some kind of button, you know, that you can put on the TV on the phones where it's like, I'm restricting all gay content. I'm just saying. Like,
hey, y'all don't have to. Hey, if you want to sponsor us, 700 Club, we will take sponsorships.
I'm just saying, because they do that for kids. Like, you can restrict some of the kids' TikTok content. So restrict some of the gay content. Because I may not want my kid to be listening to this gay man or this gay woman preaching homosexuality and I'm taking my kid to church every Sunday, and now I'm trying to wonder why my kid playing doctor in the bathroom with someone of the same gender. I'm like, what the fuck? Because let me tell you, my kid come to me at 6 years old, like, yeah, man, I know I was born a boy, but I'm really a girl. Man, who the fuck taught you that shit, man?
Because it wasn't me. It wasn't your
that shit in the
mama.
house, and I'm gonna put a Bible. And the good Lord ain't teach that shit. So who brought that shit in my home? So
What did do that at?
And then closing thoughts, Rose, man. Or short, man. Closing thoughts, bro.
Closing thoughts. I had a wonderful experience. Hopefully, I'll have me back soon. You guys keep doing your thing. Good energy, good positive conversation, and y'all be blessed. Everybody be blessed.
Hey, shout out to Juice, man.
Like and subscribe.
Do that.
No more Black Tears.
Podcast. We on Spotify. We on YouTube. Run it up, man. Like us. If you got comments, man, leave us comments, man. We'll get back to you. TikTok, Instagram, leave comments. YouTube polls going up. Go ahead and look at my polls, man. Shout out to Juice, man. And shout out to everybody here,
nigga,
man.
I'm not looking at your polls, nigga.
Vote polls, nigga.
No more Black Tears. Like and subscribe.
Voting polls. Yes or no. Fuck you. But back to it. I'm gonna wrap it up on this. Hey, Juneteenth weekend was technically last weekend, but this weekend. Shout out to all the cities. They had a big one out in LA. They had one downtown in the CSRA. Harlem, they was doing it big. Juneteenth, it's a fucking national holiday. Celebrated. No matter what race you are, this is a holiday that should be just as big. Black people's, you should be going harder for Juneteenth than you should be for the 4th. I'm sorry to tell you, news to you, that's what the fuck it is. Celebrate the 4th too, but Juneteenth, that's our holiday. Shout out to everybody on the podcast. Like, subscribe. We love you. I'm out.
No more Black Tears. Sure. And it wasn't everything like Kim. Peace.
Yeah, man. Y'all can catch us in traffic, man, or at the next light because we in traffic, man. I'm back quiet.